All right, guys, check this out. I've been wanting to get one of these for a while. I was at HMR in Mandaue, Cebu yesterday, and I saw they had these on sale. So HMR gets stuff from Australia and other places. The price tag shows 999 pesos, but it was on sale for like 700 and something pesos. Now this doesn't include the battery and charger. So they have the batteries and chargers, and I bought that separate. That was like 700 and something pesos too. I'll show you the total. But pretty cool. You get a legit battery charger. Here's the price for the battery and charger, $799. So you get the charger, and it's 220 volts. You can use it here in the Philippines. Check it out. So battery and charger, $799. And then this one came out to like 700 and something. Actually, here's the receipt. Check it out. So HMR Philippines. For those of you guys that know HMR, they sell a lot of surplus stuff, a lot of brand new stuff that's just moved from one store in Australia or somewhere else. And total came out 1,550 pesos basically. So let's open it up and check it out now. This is pretty cool. All right, so in here you've got a hose. The hose connects onto the pump, and you've got a pump. This pump comes with a nozzle for filling up basketballs or other kind of balls. Comes with a nozzle for filling up beach balls or any other kind of inflatable pool toys. And like I said, you don't get the battery and charger. That's separate. All right, let me show you how everything works. All right, so in the box, here's your pump. You get your hose. You can see there's like a locking mechanism that goes around here, and that matches the inside of this. So this will go and just twist and lock into place. And to keep this out of the way, the hose can be clipped on the top just like this. So if you've got a motorcycle and you've ever had a flat before, or you've had to put a patch on it, or you've had to put a plug in your motorcycle tire or your car tire, you need this definitely after, unless you want to carry around a hand pump and pump it up 150 times in order to get some pressure in your motorcycle or your car. All right, also in here, this comes with a manual too. Everything's in English, so this is cool. And I think these come from Australia, not sure, but I think they come from Australia. So you get the full manual included with this. Okay, now let's check it out. On the back, there's an LED display here. So you've got power, you've got up and down. It displays in bar or PSI, and you can choose by the settings. So let me turn it on real quick. Oh wait, let's put the battery in first. So put your battery in first, and then turn it on. And you can see, maybe you can't see too well with the light. Let me try to get an angle on here. We've got an LCD setting here. It's on 0 right now. And I can change what PSI I want on here. I could change it to bar, change it to PSI. Just by flipping through the buttons here. I said you might not be able to see with the light flashing up against the camera, but I've got it set on PSI right now. You might be able to see that PSI flashing. Then you've got a trigger here. It turns it on, and then squeeze it again to turn it off. So you don't have to hold down the button at all. You just touch the button, press it, and turn it off. All right, now let's test it out. I just happen to have a trailer project. I'm gonna make a trailer for my Honda XR150, and I've got some wheels for the trailer. They've been sitting outside. One of them's pretty full, and one of them's, actually, let's see if you see in the camera. One of them's almost all the way flat, just from sitting outside. So let's test it out on this baby. Take off your cap. And this flips up just like any other pump would. This flips up, you put it on the valve, and then you close it down. This is flat, so I've got to hold this valve in place. All right, let's check it out. All right, let's do this again, part 2. I had to go back to HMR in Mandaue because there was a piece missing. I'll show you what it was, so you can see why it wasn't pumping that tire up. So I took it back and I figured there was an O-ring missing or something missing. Maybe a rubber piece in here that might have been missing, some kind of O-ring that wasn't sealing and allowing it to pump. And sure enough, there's the piece. You can compare it looking before. So they just swapped out and gave me another one. So you need this rubber piece that's going to seal inside of this piece right here. You can see, there we go. You can see that nipple inside, and this piece is going to go over it and seal it. So now let's pump up that bike tire. Let's get our charger. And you see this tire's all the way flat. I actually brought this with me so we can test it at HMR. Had to flatten it to make it fit inside the motorcycle. All right, let's check it out. So it's got to be in the open position. Put it on the valve. Tighten it down. And remember, this has an on and off switch with an LED. So I can set my PSI here. Let's just set it for, let's see, HPA PSI 43. Not going to go that high, but it's already filling up. 15 PSI, 17, 20. Hopefully you can see it on the back. You might not be able to see it because of the light from off of the camera, but it's right at about 26 PSI. So it tells you exactly what PSI it is, and you can set it to stop. Now that's pretty cool. All right, there it is. I've got a full tire. It only took a few seconds. Once again, this came from HMR. It's got a built-in light into it. It's got a pressure gauge on the back and bar PSI. And pretty cool. Not a bad deal at all, now that it works.